Do you believe wholeheartedly that she's your father?
I really do.
Rymir Satterwhite, Wanda's son. She had him when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant.
15. The situation has become much stranger, so you might want to take a seat. Beyonce is currently formally embroiled in the Jay-Z scandal and the ongoing allegations regarding his purported secret child. She is no longer holding back. Rymir will be sued by her for allegedly spreading the false information that Jay-Z is his father. It is said that all of this is an attempt to make money, but it is not just that. It's interesting to note that 50 Cent was heavily involved in the Diddy Expos documentary's production, where Rymir is allegedly picked to play Jay-Z. Think about putting more fuel on the fires. 50 is also paying for all of Rymir's legal bills, including any further litigation Beyonce may bring, according to insiders. Links are rapidly disappearing. I can tell you that Jay-Z has been battling this paternity problem for nearly a decade. It all began when a woman named Wanda stated in an affidavit that her son was born to Jay-Z. When they initially met in 1992, she claimed she was still a high school student. She claimed that Jay-Z was familiar with her by the names Carmel and Precious. He was also known as Rock at the time, she added. However, in the same statement, Wanda claims that only her companion Kishia Allen saw the alleged incidents. Rymir and Wanda have been pleading with the court for years to order a paternity test. When they originally started working together, Jay-Z and his group even talked about a private settlement, but he was cautioned against it by his attorneys, who noted that the problem was already widely known and that a silent payment may harm his reputation.
You have every right to know who your father is. Dr. Lily, why do you think that it seemed that Jay-Z, via his people, were willing to work something out behind the scenes and then all of a sudden that stopped? Why? Why do you think that he is refusing to take a paternity test and stopped, working with you all behind the scenes? What was driving that, in your opinion?
Well, part of it was a rumor that we was told that he didn't like the fact that this particular case is in the public. And he had a problem with Rymir putting it in the public, which was not Rymir, was his mother. It kind of got leaked out. So
People
he
look at
didn't
me
like
like
that.
I did this. I didn't, but that's why, can I throw my little 2 cents on all that? People, I didn't, I'm going to support my mom until I pass, even after that. So, I didn't bring this up, I didn't bring this to court. This was all, my mom started this,
Right.
be there to support her, and I'm always going to be there to support her, which I think everyone should do for their parents. And, it's no problem with that.
So basically, in a nutshell, I just believe that was a big part of it. He didn't like the fact that it was in public. There was a time that Mr. Carter was trying to resolve the matter in the very beginning, and he was doing it in the best interest of Rymir. And then somewhere he left his heart and started thinking with his head. But at the end of the day, he knew something. And these people are the low-end attorneys who were at the bottom, so to speak, trying to do what they were doing.
Do you think part of it is because Wanda was 16?
Yeah, well, definitely that's the big part of it. The allegations that we have, that the affidavit says that Wanda was 16 and he was 22. That's in Wanda's own words.
Right.
So therefore, that would be something that would make some people uncomfortable.
Right. Well, it's a crime.
Rymir Satterwhite, Wanda's son. She had him when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
Oh, the detail.
That's how Rymir Satterwhite made it into this world.
5 conflicts appeared to be resolved amicably at times, according to Rymir's godmother. Jay-Z's in-house attorney reached out to her, she continued, and he was kind and willing to work out a private deal. They even praised Rymir's musical abilities and asked whether the label should sign him, given that he hadn't completed high school. She turned down the offer. All of that changed in an instant. Their tone dramatically changed when new lawyers arrived. According to her, They appeared to recognize the gravity of the situation at the time, considering the allegations that Rymir's mother, Wanda, had been underage at the time. Pressure was mounting on the case, as if things couldn't get much worse. This argument caused sadness for Rymir's family. Wanda, Rymir's mother, died before Rymir could finish the lawsuit. The war her kid was still facing gained a new agonizing depth because of her death. The incident was not only devastating, but it also rekindled Rymir's demand for transparency and responsibility. And not everyone involved in the case believes it was a case of bad luck alone. They suspect that she was killed by supernatural forces. The Jaguar Right even publicly stated that she thought Wanda's death might have been caused by problems within the legal system. Some have supported the audacious assertion since they already believe that the system has not treated Rymir fairly. Since Wanda left, the matter has gotten considerably more delicate and contentious, and there has been no settlement. Rymir's battle has just gotten more fierce.
Does not
To
care. You
prove
think
that
it's
his mother wasn't a liar, because that's what they said his entire life while she was alive. Denying him makes her a liar. That woman was on the phone with the judge who was harassing her, telling her, demanding that she stop filing for paternity when she gave way and died. His mama died on the phone. Trying to get proper acknowledgement to him. If your mama died like that, would you just sit around and let people keep...
Daily Mail interview. Rymir asserted that he had never asked for money. "I don't want to inherit Jay-Z's wealth or status," he said. He wants to understand his father's true character. For Rymir, it has always been about understanding and finding peace. All he needs is closure and actual answers after all these years.
Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay-Z your father?
I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have had to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I can take me being embarrassed. I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why are you? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life. And
It has been difficult for Rymir to obtain justice. He has encountered persistent issues and disappointments over the years. In an effort to weaken the case, he even accused Jay-Z of funding the court and legal counsel. Even after Rymir pursued the issue all the way to the Supreme Court, the dispute persisted. It is only lately that his fortunes have started to shift in his favor. A judge has decided that the paternity case can proceed. Jay-Z's attorneys swiftly responded, however, by submitting more applications to overturn the decision. Online users reacted swiftly, and fans weren't remaining silent. On social media, Jay-Z came under fire for once again delaying the case. Many questioned his hesitancy to just submit to a DNA test to end the claims once and for all.
Boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline. Same straight knobby knees. It's like all of this just by accident. Just by accident. It's just a coincidence.
Of course, 50 Cent couldn't overlook this. He immediately posted something dubious on Instagram when the decision was made. The judge granted Rymir's motion to continue the litigation, demonstrating Jay-Z's popularity. Additionally, the judge granted Jay-Z until July 18th to reply to the proceedings. However, at this point, things start to become a little muddled. In the days after the decision, Jay-Z and Beyonce were charged with taking out 2 mortgages on their Bel Air home. Rumors then took off like wildfire. The Carters were believed to be preparing to leave the nation. If the DNA test comes up positive, Jay might face harsh legal repercussions. All that he has constructed could be destroyed. His entire empire, reputation, and legacy are in jeopardy. Despite their seeming situation, There are hints that Beyonce may be pursuing a different legal strategy. Insiders say she plans to sue Rymir, claiming that by getting involved in this paternity dispute, he is harassing the family. Her attorneys are attempting to have the DNA test order revoked at this time. Their children and close acquaintances are experiencing emotional distress as a result of the litigation, they claim. Rymir's lawsuit is being presented by Beyonce's team as a publicity ploy, the same sources said. Since the matter was made public, she claims her family has not been at peace. But as soon as that information was made public, more tea was spilled. Industry insiders claim that in his next Diddy movie, 50 Cent wants Rymir to play Jay-Z. Even that isn't the most absurd part of it. It is also reported that 50 Cent promised to pay for all of Rymir's legal expenses. This addresses the dispute between Beyonce and Jay-Z as well as any possible legal action. We've all heard of 50 Cent's trivial actions, but this, swapping out the TV persona for Jay-Z's purported son, there is an obvious shadow level, especially when Rymir's resemblance to him is so obvious to admirers. It is obvious that Beyonce is defending her marriage in her alleged lawsuit. Despite her apparent willingness to fight, there has been much discussion about how this drama could result in their separation. Rumor has it that they want to leave the country, but Beyonce's actions indicate that we're handling this as a unit. The internet, however, is not putting up with Jay-Z's quiet. Social media is booming with responses. Words like "God bless 50 for stepping in when Rymir needed help the most" are being used to pay tribute to 50 Cent in public. As others say, no man is an island, he deserves support. There are more admirers than ever who are doubting Jay-Z's morality. He has been delaying the DNA test for so long, but not because it is awful. Years ago, Jay-Z had the chance to correct this by passing the relevant test. Rather, he has avoided the problem by paying hundreds of dollars in legal fees. Regardless of whether he is Rymir's father or not, many believe it says a lot about the man he is. But as Rymir stated, it has never been about power or money. An admirer stated, at this point, having Jay-Z as a father wouldn't even be a flex. He merely seeks to comprehend his origins for physiological and psychological reasons. The main question is this: do you believe Jay-Z and Beyonce will take the test at some point, or will they do it later? Please share your thoughts by leaving a comment. Then watch this video. In order to ensure that you do not miss our next in-depth session, please remember to hit the bell, subscribe, and like. Since you are already aware of it, no matter how much you like my stars or hushers, we'll be stuck here at Star Hush. Later, I will see you. In the meantime, remain alert and concentrated.